Again, thank you for joining me. My name is Sophia Kogadai. I'm a part of the occupational therapy department or program in the Sacramento campus of UOP. I'm doing my doctorate capstone project with TRIO. So hopefully you're able to see the lecture that was posted in the TRIO modules, but these workshops are attached to that, and it's just exploring um, each dimension of the seven dimensions of wellness. So this week, I'm going to be focusing on physical wellness and how we can use that to kind of address mental health and some of the barriers that first generation students face with utilizing the mental health services that are available on college campuses. So um, hopefully this will be very informative. So we'll start off by just going over the workshop objectives. So first, I'm going to be defining physical wellness and how it connects to mental health, identifying how stress and emotions show up in the body, and then learning easy strategies and activities for caring for your body as a student. So we're going to be looking into movement, sleep and rest, and nutrition. I know that students are wearing many hats and are juggling a lot in terms of school responsibilities, maybe work, sports, clubs, extracurricular activities, family, friends, just a lot going on. So, my idea is to provide easy strategies that students can do to adjust their physical wellness that will in turn kind of help their mental health. So that's the idea of this workshop and all of them. So, what is physical health? So, physical health is caring for your body and giving it what it needs to stay healthy. So this is giving your body the exercise that it needs, nutrition, sleep, and rest. So many people know that mental health and physical health are very interrelated and they impact each other. So I'm sure you've heard a lot that if your mental health is bad on a specific day, you should go to the gym and it'll make you feel better. It's a common conception. And so some of the physical health includes like blood pressure, your heart rate, mobility, pain, immunity, and many, many more. So it's just doing what your body needs in order to move and be healthy. So next we're going to talk about how the mind and the body are connected. So our emotions and stress have an impact on our physical health. So our stress and emotions are going to have physiological effects on our body. So when you're stressed out, you're anxious, your heart rate is beating too quickly. So, doing breathing exercises or certain exercises to calm that down will be beneficial. So, having enough exercise can help with decreasing stress. There's a lot of research that backs that up, as well as decreasing pain, depression, anxiety, even. Physical exercise also increases and enhances your mood, your self-esteem, even cognitive function, and your quality of life overall. So, as a student, it's really important to have, good cognitive functioning because you're spending your entire day in classes, doing assignments, studying for exams. Exercise is known for releasing neurochemicals, and these neurochemicals are important for improving your attention and staying focused in long lectures and just reading texts. And memory is really important for performing well on exams, as well as cognition and decision making. So this is all really important, and all of these also have a huge impacts on your mental health as well. So trauma and anxiety can stay in the body after a traumatic event. So many times people think that after a traumatic event occurs, then you may be able to get over it, but all of that tension and anxiety and pain can remain in your body for a very long time after a traumatic event. And physical activity is something that can help manage that and work through that. So having regular movement, breathing regularly and just doing calming breathing and rest can help regulate an unbalanced nervous system. So rest is a big one. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but it's a big one too in terms of physical health. Um, so some common challenges that occur with college students in general are skipping meals and sleep to meet academic deadlines. So this happens a lot. I've heard it a lot with students, and students have reported just not eating enough and not sleeping enough or pulling all-nighters in order to meet the demands of school and everything that comes with it. Many students are not prioritizing rest or physical activity, and this could be due to feeling guilt or school pressures. So, many first generation students come from backgrounds where their families may not necessarily take the time to rest, and there's not a lot of seen value in resting. So, if that's what your upbringing was and that's what you saw from your family or your surrounding communities, then you may not think that you should be resting. Many students have reported saying, like, I don't even know how to rest. And that's a cultural thing in some ways. So definitely taking the time and prioritizing rest is really important, despite cultural backgrounds and despite school pressures, because it is it is a key factor in succeeding in school. And then next, feeling like physical wellness is not as important as schoolwork. Many students think that I mean, obviously, like, your school is very important and it's very demanding, and there's a lot that goes into it. But physical wellness is just as important, and it helps your academic um, life tremendously. So there's not a lot of emphasis on the importance of physical wellness and how that can in turn help you as a student. So it's not, people don't necessarily take the time to um, just exercise their bodies and give it what it needs physically because there's just not enough time in the day for some students. And then lastly, just limitations due to physical, financial, and logistical reasons. So there's a variety of reasons. Students may have challenges with physical wellness and just getting enough physical activity in. That could be injuries, that could be disabilities, that could be, financial reasons, just timing, logistically. I will say though that the school gym is already paid for in your tuitions, so that does come up a lot, financial reasons. But technically, you've already paid for it, so you might as well utilize the gym and the wellness centers because you've already paid for it. Okay, so next up, this is the self-care menu that I've created, and I've posted this into the Trio modules. So this is for you to download. You can print it out. The idea of the self-care menu is to be able to write down three or a couple um, strategies for each of the dimensions that we're going to be going over. So this week we're doing physical wellness, but every week we'll be doing one of the dimensions. So in the future, when you're having a challenging mental health day and you just need something to nurture yourself and your mental health, this is a good and easy way to look back at your menu and see some options, things that you're able to do easily just to get, your mental health back on track and just to feel better. So feel free to download this anytime or print it, but it's in the module for you to use for the next 7 weeks. So the first thing that we're going to go over is movement. So movement is obviously physical activity. You think movement. It is recommended that adults get 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week. So this equates to 2.5 hours a week of moderate exercise, and it is very challenging to take the time to go to the gym or exercise or just any type of movement when you are busy and you have so many things to do. So this is a huge barrier for a lot of students. But I'm going to be showing and talking about little things that you're able to do that can add up to big things. So the first thing is stretching. Stretching is a really easy way to move your body. You can do this in the library. You can do this in the in your room, outside, on the quad, anywhere, really. We're going to be doing a stretching activity next. So I'll show you a quick stretch that you can do when you are in the library and studying long hours. So yeah, stretching, just any type of movement in your body will be beneficial, and something is better than nothing. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, going on a quick walk is next. Just a 5 or 10 minute walk will make a huge difference. So if you are in the library or wherever you're studying, you've been studying for a long time, or you're getting stressed, or you're just not feeling good, if you can just get yourself to get up and set a 5 to 10 minute timer and just go walk outside, walk wherever, walk down the hall, go up and down the stairs, just a quick 5 to 10 minutes will help you because that will, increase your heart rate, get the blood flowing throughout your body, go get your blood flowing to your brain. That helps cognitively. So it will help you study better as a student, and also just improves your mental health. And yeah, just it's a quick and easy way, but um, it's very manageable to do this one. And the next one, just when possible, walk instead of driving. So some students have cars, others don't. But if you do drive, then if it's possible to walk somewhere, then do that, or park in a farther parking lot than you used to, and walk longer. Just little things like taking the stairs instead of taking the elevator. There's just little things that people are able to do in order to just get that exercise in. And 150 minutes doesn't need to be at one time or two times. It could just be, little pieces along the week, and it will add up to 150 hours. So yoga is very common. It's a very well-known form of exercise, and it's pretty easy to do. You can just go on YouTube and type in 5 minute yoga stretches, or 10 minute, or however much time you have, and you can follow an easy video. Yoga helps with so many things, with flexibility, with blood flow, with muscle strength, breathing. There's meditation involved. So there's yeah, there's a lot of benefits to yoga, and there's a lot of data to back that up. So yoga for sure is a quick and easy one too. And then next up, the gym. I know it's really hard to get to the gym sometimes. Like I mentioned, everyone is so busy. That one may be more challenging for people, but again, it's there. You've already paid for it. You have access to it. And usually the gym hours are really early. I think it's 5 or 6 a.m. to midnight. And just has everything that you need. So even doing a short amount of time is better than nothing, right? And as well as sports, there's so many different sports that are available on campus and off campus as well. So just grabbing a friend, having accountability partners, and just really building that community will help with movement. And with all of these things, you can always just have a partner or do any of these with a friend or your study group, or wherever. Yeah, but everything is better with a friend, and just building that community and having people to rely on will help a lot with this movement aspects. So next we're going to be going into some of the quick and easy stretches. So these are easy to do when you're studying for long hours. A lot of these stretches, some of them repeat themselves, but um, these are mostly stretches for computer use, for typing, for sitting for long hours. So I'll just go through some of them. But the first image, number one, is just, opening your fingers. We're typing a lot, closing them, opening your fingers, holding it for, let's say, 10 seconds, closing it for 10 seconds. So do this as needed. We're typing a lot on our computers, so this one helps with finger movements and flexion and flexibility and all that. And then number two is for the wrists. So you're just kind of going back and forth. You can roll it around. It says 10 times on each side. Um, and then number three for the first image, having one arm up and then the other one down, just giving your shoulders like a big stretch. Oh, it feels good. Yeah, so I won't go through all of these, but it is here. These are all, they could be done seated, they could be done just standing at your desk. It is quick. You could probably do all of these in 5 minutes or less, and then you'll feel significantly better. So yeah, hopefully you can try that out. Okay, the next one, rest and sleep. So like I mentioned before, um, sleep is really, really important. Rest is really important. Make sleep a non-negotiable. It fuels everything. It fuels everything. You cannot function well without proper amount of sleep. So it's just really important to take the time and be intentional about your rest and about your sleep and just to understand the importance of it because there's a lot of consequences for sleep deprivation. And that includes lower GPAs, increased risk of academic failure, compromised learning, and impaired mood. These are all detrimental to a student, so it's just important to take the time to just rest a little and sleep enough. Taking quick breaks are important, so all the movement um, activities that we just talked about, those can all be done 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just a quick break or even just laying down. Sit down for a moment, lay down for a moment. Well, I'm going to show you an exercise in just a moment, but just taking even just a few minutes is better than nothing. So sleep hygiene and creating a sleep routine. So sleep hygiene is just the quality of sleep that you're getting and what you're doing in order to get that. So some easy ways to do that is creating a sleep routine. So that is sleeping and waking up at the same times every day. So maybe you tell yourself, I'm gonna wake up at 7 a.m. every day and I'm gonna go to sleep at 11 p.m. every night. So keeping it consistent for sure helps your body get enough sleep, rest, and just have structure in your day and your night. Another sleep hygiene tactic is just finding a quiet sleep environment. So obviously, if you're being woken up, that's not gonna, you're not gonna get enough sleep. It's not a good enough quality sleep. So if you do unfortunately have loud roommates or family or wherever it may be, using things such as earplugs or sound machines, you can go on YouTube and look up white noise or brown noise to help you sleep. So there's a lot of resources on YouTube for sure that can help you sleep better. As well as just having a dark environment. So if your room is very light, then having blackout curtains would really help, or even wearing an eye mask can help with things like that. Yeah, so moving on to avoidance of caffeine and naps after 3 p.m. I know telling college students not to drink coffee after 3 is almost impossible, but caffeine stays in your body for about 8 hours. So if you're having um, coffee at 5 p.m., then you are likely not going to fall asleep. And when you do, it's not going to be good quality sleep. So we just want to make sure that you can sleep at an appropriate hour and not be awake all night. We know this by reducing the use of technology before bed. This one is hard because we love doom scrolling. Social media is addicting, but trying not to use technology an hour before bed is really important. So having a wind down time will definitely help with the quality of sleep. And the better you sleep at night, the better rested you feel during the day. And so you may not need to take a nap because you got enough sleep during the day. So that's really important. Um, and lastly, just knowing about the REM cycle. So REM sleep normally occurs every 90 to 120 minutes and happens approximately 4 to 5 times in a night. So if you wake up some mornings and you're just feeling exhausted and you feel like you got enough sleep, it could be due to the fact that you woke up in the middle of a REM cycle. And so you woke up in your deep sleep portion of the REM cycle. So being able to time what time you have to wake up and knowing what time you should go to sleep so that you're waking up in between REM cycles and not in the middle of a REM cycle. So just being able to plan things like that will be very helpful. Okay, so this is our activity for sleep and rest. So this is a body scan activity. And this can take 5 minutes to do again, just really quick, easy. You could do it anywhere. And this will just give your mind and your body a moment of rest. Obviously, the more rest you can get, the better, but on days specifically where you can't necessarily rest or you're too busy, body scan is a good way to just get in tuned with what your body is feeling, what your body needs, what you need, and then you'll be able to know um, what to do that your body needs, right? So a body scan goes like this. So you're gonna sit in a comfortable position. You can sit on the floor, crisscross, like the woman in this image, or you can sit in a chair wherever you're comfortable. So you're gonna close your eyes, you're gonna relax your eyebrows, your jaw, your mouth, um, and you're just going to start by gently scanning your body and starting from your head all the way down to your toes and just bringing awareness to each portion of your body. So you starting off with your head, you can just close your eyes and say, what is my head feeling? Am I feeling heaviness? Am I feeling lightheaded? Am I good? Does my head hurt? Etc. And then moving down, what do my shoulders feel? Am I feeling tense? Do they pain? Is my posture hunched? Am I sitting up straight? What is that feeling? And so just kind of going down your body, noticing the feelings that the sensations that you're feeling, also noticing the feeling of your chest rising with every breath, and just being in a grounded position will definitely help with all of that. So um, yeah, and just being kind of in tuned with your body, what you're doing, what you're feeling, and then from there you can know what to do next. So if, for example, you feel in your shoulders that you're tense and maybe your shoulders hurt, maybe your neck hurts because you slept poorly the night before, then you know, okay, well, maybe I can go do a stretch, or I can maybe I need to go to the gym, maybe I need to do some yoga, etc. So you'll have a better idea of what you need. And just having that self-awareness of your body will help. And it's also just a good moment to get grounded, and grounding techniques help with anxiety and helps kind of get you out of your head about certain things. So it helps with your mental health as well. It's all very interconnected. Yeah. Okay, and then next up is nutrition. So with nutrition, everyone knows you should be eating healthy. You should, um, you know, eat certain amounts of food, fruits, vegetables. These are very well-known, common facts, right? But sometimes it's not easy to do. And my purpose is to provide ways that will help the barriers that students are facing that you're actually able to do. So some of the barriers that have come up with discussions with students, as well as research that comes up, there's barriers that are included are time, money, quality of cafeteria selections, and food preparation knowledge. So Like we mentioned quite a bit, there's a lot that's going on for college students. There's so many things that you have to manage and juggle. So um, it's sometimes hard to go cook or first go buy food, then come home and cook a healthy meal when sometimes it's just easier to um, get something that's processed and put it in the microwave for 3 minutes and then have some food, right? Um, and that is a good way to eat, but also we want to make sure that what we're putting into our bodies um, is is healthy and it's going to actually nurture our bodies and our minds and everything because what you eat is really important and um, it does affect your body physically. It affects your mind mentally. It affects your mental health. Food can be medicine, and there's a lot of research that backs that up. So I'm gonna be just, oh, sorry. I'm gonna just be providing some resources of just easy ways that you're able to get some healthy, fresh foods. And then just knowing how to prepare food. A lot of first gen students are coming from families where they may have never cooked or bought groceries or taken the time to prepare, just not having a lot of food preparation knowledge is going to be a big barrier because now you're coming onto this college campus and you have to feed yourself suddenly. That can be very stressful and that can impact someone's mental health for sure because now you're like, how am I supposed to eat? And maybe your go-to is going to be something that's not as healthy, but that is easy to warm up, right? So, some tips for that is just having eating healthy foods and snacks when possible. Obviously, it's not always possible, and sometimes you do want some junk food. But for the most part, just trying your best to choose a healthier option when possible. And just when you're studying, keep snacks on you, keep water on you. I, for one, can't do anything without snacks, so yeah, just making it a healthy option as much as possible. And so the resource that I have is the Pacific Food Pantry. I went to go visit them yesterday and I found out they provide a lot to students. There's a picture here about or of the pantry shelves. So as you can see, there's a lot of different options. There's pastas, there's oils, there's um, sauces, there's bread, tortillas, so many different things that are free for students um, for whenever you need it. They also have some healthy options, some fresh fruits, fresh vegetables. And I had a discussion with the lead gardener of the Stockton campus, and she gave a really good resource here, the UP Garden Program Community Recipe Book. So I'm gonna click out of this so I can show you, but it is just this recipe book that was compiled and there's all these different options of recipes, and each recipe has the serving, the prep time, cook time, the ingredients, and directions. And then if you scan the QR code, there's just more details about how to make whatever it is. And each of these recipes are created from ingredients that are in the community garden on campus. So, and that's all free and it's there for you to access. So this is just a really good resource, and I can upload this as well to the Trio modules, just so you have access to it. But that's a good way to eat something healthy, and it's free and it's accessible. The hours are here for the food pantry, so 10 a.m. to 4, and then on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Wednesday, 12 to 6. So if you are having a hard time getting fresh food, healthy food, then this is a good place to go. And yeah, just knowing that healthy foods is going to overall kind of everything's going to lead back to your mental health, really, and just your ability as a student um, to study and succeed and just juggle everything that you need to juggle, right? And then the last thing, we're almost done. The last thing is the myplate.gov. So this is also, if you want to scan the QR code, this is also a really good resource of how to just get more knowledge about what healthy foods that you can eat and what you should be eating and what is the right amount of foods and all that. So the myplate.gov is a really, really good resource. And I'll kind of show you. So you scan the QR code, you come to this page and it has this little new myplate.gov, the 5 food groups. It used to be a triangle, now it's a plate. But if you click on each of these little sections, there is really good resources for, so I'll click on fruit first. Um, but it kind of gives you a little description of how much you want to eat, nutrition and health benefits, tip sheets, all that. But what's really nice is that if you come here to the bottom, it will show you how much you should be eating. So in the fruit group, so a lot of you are like 19 to 30 probably. So you need 1.5 to 2 cups of fruits for the women, and then 2 and 2.5 cups for men. So it's nice because you can then come to this link or this chart and it'll show you different options and how much of that you need to eat. So it's just a really easy way to um, get the right amount of food that you need and making it healthy and the yeah, just all this information. So it's here, it's accessible. Um and there's also a really good app for this website that you can create your own health plan, all that. So yeah, it's a really good resource for sure. And then there's one for each of them. Whenever if you'd like to go through that, I would definitely recommend downloading the app because it is fun to play with. And then you can create your own um, like a food menu kind of, and it'll give you a lot of options as well as different recipes and easy to use or easy to prepare meals. Yeah. But that's it. Yeah. So thank you. I really appreciate everyone showing up. I hope this was informative for physical wellness and you learned something and that you're able to add something to your self-care menu. I also hope that everyone shows up kind of in the next few weeks. They're very quick, they're short, it's just different ways that you're able to kind of do little things that will help you with your mental health, with your overall wellness, and it's definitely possible, but it's just taking the steps to do it. So yeah, does anyone have any questions or um, anything? If not, that's okay. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much.